Yeah. Hi, welcome back on episode 2 of season 2.
200, no, episode 2 of season 2. You're right. You started from
Yes,
scratch.
episode 2 on season 2 of Tales from the Towers. Joining me again is Anu Bhat. Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Things are going well.
So Anu, I'm actually sitting in your office today, and I think this is going to be our kickoff question. Actually, I'm
Hmm.
looking at some of your vision board here, your
Oh,
goals
oh,
for the year. Quite interesting, quite a sight. Do you mind telling us about that and how you, or maybe also just teaching us how to set up your goals, how to figure out what do you want to do for the year?
okay. So, it's becoming a while that I've been setting up vision boards. I've never really had a vision board. I had like a idea and I wrote it down in text. And basically, what happened is I listened to a couple of guys like Bedros Koulian, if you don't know him, very, very good entrepreneur, and then started listening to Ed Mylett and Dan Martell, and all of these guys were going on and on about the vision board. And then there was this one book, Psycho-Cybernetics. And basically, it's a doctor, a plastic surgeon that lived in the Second World War. There's a bit of feedback, Tanya. I don't know, is that on my side? Let me minimize my volume. And the book Psycho-Cybernetics talks about how people used to come into this guy's surgery and have issues with their face. And there was nothing wrong with them. So this guy tried to figure out why would people have um, problems with how they look when there's nothing wrong with them. And then he figured out it's something, a personality trait that they were bullied or whatever. And he went deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And then he basically taught these people how to visualize. Many people didn't need the surgery. And he had the very specific way of teaching them how to visualize because they didn't need surgery. He didn't want to put them through all the trauma and pain. And Ed Mylett, all the top guys read this guy's book, and it was very, very interesting. So basically, you need to be able to visualize something, but you need to use all your different. Um, for example, if you see yourself in a new car, you need to be able to see yourself in the car, outside the car, from a third party view. You need to see it in gray and white. You need to see it in color. You need to smell the seats. You need to um, uh, physically drive the car in your mind, and then you physically need to go sit in one of those cars that you want. And one of the things that they kept on going about is a vision board. So yeah, the vision board is actually a way to make it really, really concrete in your life and and uh, make it real true and come true in your life. So it gives examples of people that are golfers that didn't go play golf, but they visualized them playing the shots and stuff, and their handicap went down by 10. So the vision board just makes it more concrete at the end of the day. So I like vision boards. It works really well for me. And if the top millionaires and billionaires use it, why not me? You know?
Definitely.
Do you have a vision board?
Yes, I actually do. I actually have I set up a different one last year towards the end of the year,
Uh,
and I wanted to try something new, and I actually ended up setting one up for the first 5 years. So for the next 5 years, I call it my 25 before 25.
good.
So that's
I like
and
that.
then I also came upon something, and I found that to be interesting to actually put your vision board in black and white so that
Mm.
you go back and you place it in color with you achieving those things. So for everything that you achieve, you go and you take a picture of it and you put it now in color. So you basically watching your vision board come to life. And I feel that is quite a nice achievement or a nice thing to look back on also. So
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. So the stuff that you still want to do is black and white, and the stuff you've achieved is in gray, black and white, right?
Okay, so it works like this. The whole vision board currently is in black because the point of the vision board is to see ahead, to visualize what I haven't achieved yet. So everything is in black and white. It's random pictures from Pinterest, from Google. And the minute I achieve something, like for say one of my things that I want to achieve this year is my driver's license, actually, to get that thing. So as soon as I receive it, I'll take a picture of maybe the driver's card and then put it there. Now it's in color. Now it's something that I own. So
That is interesting because this book, Maxwell Maltz wrote this book,
yeah.
Psycho-Cybernetics. He also mentions that. He mentions exactly that. Um, so that's where this idea actually came from. That's brilliant. I love it. You must read that book, Psycho-Cybernetics. Very, very old book. It's probably in its 23rd print already. They've updated it for modern times. So yeah. And basically, I think everybody should have a vision board. Everybody should then have a 12-step plan. Those rocks that you fill in the calendar, those 12 things. One of them should be rewards for once you've achieved something, you get a reward, which is really nice because if you want to get your driver's license, reward yourself with a week holiday. And if you do not get that driver's license, don't go on the holiday. Watch, and if you tell that to everybody, watch how everybody works to help you get your goal, especially if it entails somebody else in your life. Like if my family are going to go on a holiday with me and I tell them I want a six-pack and we're not going to go on the holiday, if I don't have the six-pack, then they're not going to give me that piece of cake,
Definitely, definitely.
That'll
No
help
cake
me.
for you. Okay, so I also heard you mention a lot of people that you follow and people you watch, which is actually my follow-up question. This is more of a trick question, but I think it's a good question. So I just wanted to know, can you give us three people, just off your head, just three people that you think everyone should know, and then just slightly also explain why you think people should know this. Just three.
It's a difficult
I know
one
you
because there's different people for different facets. So start entrepreneurs, people just starting out, Alex Chaffin. Um, inspiration in life, Ed Mylett. I'm going to have to mention four. Um, a bit more advanced in business. You already have a business and you want to grow, Alex Hormozi. If you've grown your business up till a couple of 100,000 K a month, Laila Hormozi, his wife. Because Alex is the guy that'll get the clients in, and Layla is the guy that'll teach you how to operationalize your business. So I think those, Alex Chaffin for motivation, and to tell us people that um, think there's something wrong with them or you're weird or whatever, and he really, really helps you. Then Ed Mylett for life inspiration is really, really good. Alex Hormozi and Laila Hormozi. If you can listen to those four, and then once you've upgraded to the advanced versions, and you want a bit of a sense of humor and somebody that talks about anything and everything, start listening to the MFCEO podcast by Andy Frisella. I think he's brilliant. He does a lot of political podcasts. He calls it Cruise the Internet, but they're very, very funny. I love the two guys. He's got a co-presenter called DJ. And the jokes that come out there should not be aired on any channel, but they do it anyway. So I love him.
Okay, great. Thank you. I believe that people can actually look back on this and get to know exciting people and to people that will lead them towards growth. Because at the end of the day, it's important that you grow as a human being because we are ever evolving also. So yeah, that's
Mm.
important. And then up next, I actually want us to slightly talk in terms of business. Artificial intelligence. What role do you think that is going to play in TechConnect specifically in the future, and how are we currently using
I'm going to bounce it right back at you.
it? Okay, something interesting. I actually had one client call me and they're like, "Oh, I was even scared to pick up. For a minute, I thought it was a person talking." They told me that my order has been placed, and it's so nice to just know to keep track of things. So this is one of the systems we actually use in TechConnect that honestly I feel makes our job easier because sometimes you get so hit with work and you have a lot of clients to get back to. So it's nice to just type 3 letters, literally type 3 letters, because I just type yes and know that a client will receive a phone call from us. And even though it's not us directly and it's more of a robot and it's artificial, it's intelligence, but it genuinely sounds like us. And it's such a great aspect to just keep our clients informed. So that for me is the highlight of AI currently.
So remember, I asked you if I could clone you guys, you and Noomsi, and you were very apprehensive about that. So you could literally clone somebody's image and face, and they make a short video, and then to that AI clone, you can type words, and they'll say exactly what you want, and which is very dangerous, obviously. Um, and you said you'll do it if the moment that you leave, I kill that AI, which perfect. I'm fine with that. And what was interesting, I cloned your voice on an AI platform, and I wasn't happy because they basically took your voice and used it, and they changed your name, and they used it, and they put it as a voice that the public could use. It took me about 3 days for them to remove um, the Tandi voice. They call it something like Tandu, or close to your name, and it's dangerous. Okay, so I wouldn't want everybody having your voice writing text and then using your voice clone to phone our clients, for example. Um, so you need to be very, very careful and read the fine print. But AI to me just automates so much stuff. So first I start with a warning, be careful, read the fine print. And now I'm saying I got this idea for the automated phone calls to our clients when stock was ordered or when stock was received, and scheduling the call. We'll schedule a call with you from Timu. Timu did that, and I like that. Clients like being informed, and it's so nice to be able to automate so many things with AI. Um, it 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 gives you those touch points to the clients that you regularly follow up with them and let them know what's going on, etc. And also something like Zapier that automates a lot of stuff in the background. We do about 2,000 automations a month from 14 pieces of code, from um, onboarding the client, sending them WhatsApps, sending them educational content, sending them videos. We always used to battle with onboarding the client because it took 45 minutes. New client, okay, guys, we're going to put you on a WhatsApp group. And then immediately they remove themselves off the WhatsApp group because you hate being just put onto a WhatsApp group if you don't know what's going on. Now we send a WhatsApp. Listen, we're going to put you on this group. Please do not remove yourself. This is why we're putting you on the group to inform you when we've got outages and when things are down. Okay, so now that onboarding's done. Now next, the Splinks app. How does that work? And we've got about 14 different onboarding touch points that used to take Noomsi 45 minutes to train the client on support, what numbers to phone, etc., etc., etc. So all of that's automated now, and I really think the clients appreciate it, that they know what's happening, what numbers to phone, how to do troubleshooting, where to check the status of the towers, etc., etc. And it just puts you as a business on a different level. I hate signing up for a product and not knowing when I'm going to get it, what's happening, how does it work. If I get little bite-sized chunks of emails, for example, that's ideal. Um, Training me on how to use the product and things like that. So AI, I think, is the future. I'll quickly show you. Deirdre, my wife. I wonder if I can move this over to. I'm going to try and move this over to my cell phone because then I can actually go show you how things work. So Deirdre, my wife, just bought an X-ray machine. The X-ray machine is nice in her clinic, but So it's in here. You can't really see it, sorry, because the background's blurred. So it's an X-ray machine in a clinic, right? But
Yes.
now we want to use that thing in the veld with injured animals, and it needs a portable battery pack. And how do we figure out what voltages, what wattages, how long it'll last, how big the battery pack should be? Should it be lithium ion or should it be lead acid batteries? So I come to ChatGPT and I just asked it, what battery pack do I need to get? Gave it the manual, gave it
Mm.
the technical specs, and it came up with you need a Bluetti SA EB3A 600 watt, 268 watt hour capacity. And it gave me a link to a page where I can go buy it. That's what AI does for you. Instead of phoning an electrical engineer and trying to figure out the wattages and the amperages and stuff, you can give it'll give it to you, you know. I can give you so many examples of advanced calculations that AI has helped us with. For example, when we had to put solar panels on a roof of a prefab building, um, the solar panel installer didn't trust the roof and said it's going to break, the roof is going to fall in. So we got the specifications of the building, the thickness um, of the sheeting, and ChatGPT worked out by looking at the specifications, the ISO specifications, it could carry 80 kilograms per square meter. And then it also just told us it'll be fine for the panels because the panels are uh, 14 kilograms per square meter. But then if the installer climbs onto the roof to install the panels, that could be more than 80 kilograms per square meter. Make sure that he stands with his feet apart when he installs the solar panels. So ChatGPT gives all of that technical specs that we probably would have had to get a engineer out to come measure and things for us. So it just makes it so much easier. Now, that's the technical bit. You know that we can write music with AI these days? It's just
Yes,
amazing
yeah.
what you can
This
do.
is us.
And artists are already like using this um, to remix their songs. It's called suno.com, and the music that it actually creates to me is mind blowing. You don't have to be a pro. Listen to this. Can you hear that?
Blazing sun, no shade in sight. Sweat drops burning, working bright. Laying cables, feeling the heat. Tech
So my
connecting
speakers aren't the
can't be
best
beat.
on the
Mm.
phone, but
Signals.
it's taking over the world system. We shouldn't get left behind.
Definitely, definitely. I think I actually did a module on this. This was one of the first modules I did on AI and the ethics of it. And it really was an eye-opening experience, learning about how AI should operate and how we should be using it, and also understanding that it's only there to help us to better us, to do better. It's not meant to completely replace us. And unfortunately, if we do not adapt to it and we do not invite it and try to implement it in certain things, it will take over and it will move us to a side. So it's important that we kind of adapt to it or grow with it. So yeah, because it's here to stay, unfortunately, and it's evolving just like us.
Fortunately, um, it allows us to be much more creative. And I think, I don't know if you've heard of the 10-80-10 principle, where guys like Steve Jobs, etc., how they were so productive is they obviously had specialists. So they gave them the 10% input. I want an iPhone. I want a device that's able to play music and it's able to take photos and it's able to make phone calls and it's able to browse the internet and read my email. That's what I need. Then the team went out, built the device, and came back with the device, and the other 10% he refined. No, the glass breaks easily. No, the glass scratches. Get that fixed. That's what AI allows us to do. Let them do 80% of the bulk of the work. Um, you give 10% of the input, and then put the finishing touches to the work. It's going to help us to really become creative. And honestly, s- to me, it's mind blowing what you can do with it. And I do not think that we're using it to the full potential that it has, that 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 we can use it to, you know. When last did you write a blog post without using AI?
Oof,
Ish.
I don't even remember. At this point, the slightest thing, ChatGPT is open. And it's not because I don't, it really also opens the mind to a new way of thinking. Also, I feel AI gives you the opportunity to just broaden yourself a bit and to think outside the box. It really encourages us thinking outside the box, really, for me. So,
Mm. Hey, chat, brainstorm with me. I would like to start a water company selling water, but there are so many of them. Could you give me some suggestions on how to make me stand out? Try that prompt. The stuff that ChatGPT comes up with is crazy, crazy.
and never runs out of ideas. You always have a new idea. It doesn't have to be something that belongs to someone else. There's always something for someone. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I think it's a great platform. And I'm not sure if you would like maybe to add a question or something that you'd like us to touch on.
Mm, there was something. Oh, yes. Um, in terms of our goals, you started off with our vision board. So let's quickly talk about our goals for the year and where we want to go in TechConnect. So the first thing that we want to do is build towers, roll out more territory, more towers, getting Kumasi covered like crazy. This year, the plan is for the southwest region of Nkumasi, Matsamu, Driekopies, Buffelspraits, Kumanskloof, those areas. So just for potential clients and leads out there, that's what we want to do. And then obviously we need Shisa Scouts. And if anybody is interested in joining our team um, to help sell TechConnect and wireless internet to the whole of Nkumazi, please chat to us. There's an opportunity opening for Shisa Scouts that can go out, talk to clients, and yeah, get Nkumazi connected to our network.
Yeah.
I don't have any more
And
questions.
the scout, actually, I think it's also a great opportunity. I'm talking from personal experience and starting out here, and just in general, it's a nice opportunity, especially if you're an introvert or somebody that doesn't talk a lot, or you're not open to people, or you might have just been isolated or boarding school, whatever the reason may be. It's a great opportunity to meet people and engage with people and learn to balance certain emotions and learn to just talk to people in general. So if you trying to get your way around talking to people and you'd like a new experience or just try something new, this is definitely something I think would be an amazing opportunity for anyone out there who's
And
willing
then
to try new things.
what's really cool as well is that you're actually contributing to the expansion of the sharing of knowledge, of sharing of opportunities, of just opening up the world to the people of Nkumazi because it's so expensive to get online, and we really try and make it as cheap and as simple as possible for uncapped, unshaped packages, starting at 2.99 a month, and opening a world of opportunities. And that's part of our mission statement. And a safe way of you getting online, of protecting you online, that you don't go to weird websites or click on weird links that's going to infect your computers and things like that. All of that safety procedures is built in, and it's a noble cause. If we really feel that the expanding our network is going to help. My vision for Nkumazi is becoming like a Silicon Valley in California. I think it's in
Mm.
California. Yes, it is in California. And basically just creating all the opportunities in this place. And the, we've already had clients that are doing IT support to to clients in the United States that are teaching Chinese students and earning money, teaching them English. I want to see us build call centers. Anything that we can do that you need the internet for. Imagine schools having access to internet in the entire school, and teachers can stream their classes online, or like Supersport does, stream the soccer games and the rugby games and the cricket games and the hockey games online, and scouts can identify talent on the soccer field and offer those kids an opportunity to go play in Barcelona or in the UK. All of that's possible through having internet, and it opens doors. It opens doors and it opens learning opportunities and exposure. So to me, it's very, very important to have this first world technology, first world opportunity that everybody has in the States and in Europe, to have it here in Kumazi.
Definitely.
Yeah. So no, I think it's really, really critical to, and if you want to become a Shisa Scout, chat to us. Training provided, will help you. We'll give you all the resources you need. All that you need is a smartphone, because you're going to have to capture leads for us on the smartphone. Now, Sandy, tell me, you're a customer consultant at TechConnect, up and coming, moving quickly, studying, etc. What part of the job do you absolutely hate? What's boring? And what part do you absolutely love?
Oh, I think
Be
I've
honest.
learned to love every part of my job. Um, I honestly thought I'd hate the nitty-gritty jobs, and I was just thinking about this actually this morning and thinking there's some people that would hate certain parts of my job, like putting together stock, having to count things and just know that you're putting this amount into something or a package and packaging things and ordering stock. But I think that's the highlight of my day, really. That's the highlight of my day.
So
And
you're a counter.
yeah, so even everything in between. I honestly love every part that entails my day at work. I can't lie. I used to struggle a bit with clients, and I'd get emotional or I'd get frustrated with the way a client treats me. But I think I've done so well in just learning not to take things too personal and learning to just offer my best self, regardless of how it is received. So yeah, I've even fallen in love with just talking to customers. By now, when a customer comes in to pay, I now know that okay, this is the customer. I now already have their things ready. I'm ready to help them. Already writing their slip before even saying a word to them. Before even finding out. So what account is this? So it's nice. It's really nice to just remember faces and memorize someone and make somebody's day simply by just remembering their name. Because sometimes that's all it takes. So yeah.
Love it. And then your biggest goal for 2025?
Driver's license. Everything else I feel driver's license. So that's my top priority.
It's, yeah, being mobile is so important.
Yeah.
Mine is becoming less emotional. Totally. I don't know if you've noticed, if these rich guys speak, it, they almost have this robotic, monolithic way of talking, thinking through every point. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of them have this even tone of voice, because I think they've dealt with so much things in their life, so much drama, so much stress, that nothing phases them anymore. They do not become emotional about anything. And I think if you, in the middle of a crisis, you'd want the calmest person in the room to take control. You're always going to look at the captain, and if the captain starts running around and freaking and trying to jump off the boat, you're going to die. So you want the captain to be calm and emotionless, and that's where I want to head this year, is just take everything in its stride and not react, because I'm very emotional. If a client asks me, why should I get your internet? Oh, no, I become unhappy.
Anu, thank you for the time. I think this
Mm,
is we should otherwise we'll be talking until tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Cool, Tandy. It was excellent spending some time again with you. Thank you so much for the good questions. And yeah, may you have a fantastic rest of the day and see you tomorrow.
You too. Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
Blazing sun, no shade in sight. Sweat drops burning, working bright. Laying cables, feeling the heat. TechConnect team can't beat. Signals strong, routers aligned. Building dreams, one line at a time. Through the wire, the world will see how our network sets them free. Get yourself connected. Feel the world's full speed. With TechConnect perfected. In the sweltering heat. Sweat-soaked shirts and dusty hands. Guys and gals executing plans. Every node and every ping. Hear the freedom future brings. Through the heat wave we create. Innovation never late. Fiber optic blazing fast. TechConnect will always last. Get yourself connected. Feel the world's full speed. With TechConnect perfected. In the sweltering heat. Get yourself connected.